3 hours, 38 minutes, and 38 seconds. I finished the Richmond Marathon! Alright, so this is my second time running this race and my 5th marathon. Now I must say I think the 5th time is the charm, at least for me, because I ended up with a 30-minute PR. Apparently I just wasn't running fast enough the other times. No, I put a lot of work and effort into this one, and it was by far my best marathon of my life, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So without further ado, let me take you on the story of the course. Beautiful morning, very good marathon weather. Ended up wearing a very swanky sweatsuit to start. Easy to get to the start, and then we're off. First few miles were, shaky as always. You never know quite what pace you're going to start out with, and I start catching up to pace groups, and it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I started to feel amazing. Like some guy said in front of me, I feel like $1 million. And of course you feel like $1 million in the first half of the marathon. You've been training for this. You know what you're supposed to do. Of course, mile 7 was very exciting because you're coming down a hill and then all your supporters are there to meet you.
Yeah! Yeah, not too far.
After that, the half still felt amazing. It still was hitting my pace. If you look at my pace stats, they're pretty good for the first half.
Sarah!
Going across the Lee Bridge is no joke. I managed to stay behind a pack and draft off of them. But then once you get back into the city, things started to get a little tricky. I was starting to get tired, nothing terrible, no big cramps, but my stomach started to hurt. Ran by my family again. And after that, it was just the last 6 miles to go, and that's the hardest part. I was really slowing down. I had to stop, and I tried to throw up a little bit to get whatever was feeling terrible in my stomach out. It didn't help that much, but I did not walk. Let's talk about the BQ. Now, I'm not expected to BQ in this race. My A goal was to break 4 hours. My previous PR was 4:09. I thought that was a reasonable goal. My B goal was to get 3:45 or faster, which is a guaranteed entry to the Chicago Marathon. Otherwise, you have to enter through the lottery. And my C goal, my perfect marathon day, perfect of all perfects, was to get into 3:30s. I didn't expect I'd be able to do that. I thought I would crash and burn way before I actually did. So being able to achieve 3:38, of course, it's 3 minutes off Boston qualifying time, means I am so close to getting to that actual Boston qualifying time for my age group. It's ridiculous, but I don't even mind because a 30-minute PR is something I will never achieve again, and I'm so happy that I've been able to do it at my hometown. Now, I basically crushed my previous Richmond time by about an hour. That's insane. So coming in for the finish, of course, Richmond has a downhill. That is the worst. You're in the city, the last miles are going by slowly but quickly, and everyone's cheering you on, and then you have no choice but to run faster on that last downhill stretch. So it kind of forces you into a PR even if you don't want one. And of course I hurt, and my sister came and saw me at the very finish, and she wanted to cheer me on, and all I wanted to do was puke, and I did, and I threw up a lot, but it was okay because I had finished the race. Now afterwards I was kind of out of sorts, but it was such a wonderful feeling, and I wouldn't take it back for anything. The Richmond Marathon has been dubbed America's friendliest marathon, and I think it lives up to that name. It also gives you some pretty great swag. So not only with our good swag bag of goodies from the expo, the t-shirt's pretty awesome. The other years I've done it's been a pretty good t-shirt too. Very beautiful medal. The iconic finisher fleece blanket that they hand you at the end was very good for the weather. The weather was beautiful. High 30s at the start and then low 40s for most of the race. But you did need this at the finish, and it was great. Oh, and as a surprise, my cool finisher hat. Who knew? swag was amazing. Of course, to my loving supporters, everybody who was out there on the course cheering me on and wishing me well and putting up with me when I was feeling awful at the very end. I cannot thank you guys enough, because that is what makes the race so special, is when you have the people you love around you to celebrate with you.